let's look at a bunch of examples using f of x and functional notation. Here's my function here. F of x equals to negative 5x plus 11. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to substitute for the x, I'm going to put in a 1. So notice there's the x's right here. But now I'm going to put in a 1. Okay, so where there's an x, I'm going to change that to 1. How simple is that? Minus 5 times 1 is minus 5, plus 11, this works out to be positive 6. So for f of 1, I can just say this is 6. Done. Look at this one. What if f was negative 3? Well, same thing. Again, same thing. F of negative 3 means wherever there was an x, substitute in the value. There's negative 5 times negative 3 plus 11. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15 plus 11. This works out to be 26. So f of negative 3 equals to 26. Okay, look at C. Same kind of idea. F of 0. Okay, f of 0 equals to negative 5 times 0 plus 11. Well, negative 5 times 0 is just 0 plus 11. This works out to be 11. Okay, so f of 0 is just plain old 11. Now, I've given you nice numbers. Now I'm going to give you an ugly number, 1.2. So what? Do the exact same thing. F of 1.2, just substitute it in, minus 5 times 1.2 plus 11. Now, if you're one of those people that is calculator dependent here, I'll just boot up the calculator and show you how to do this. Remember, BEDMAS. So you have negative 5 times, okay, 1.2. That gives you a value of negative 6. And I think we can do that from here. Look, that gives you negative 6 plus 11. Negative 6 plus 11 works out to be, guess what? Positive 5. So that's how you do those values, right? Okay, so now let's look at the next style of question you may in fact get. The next style of question here is, given the function again, now we're not using f of x, we're using f of n. Okay, so notice that the n's are related again. All right, here's the difference. Notice before up here, I gave you the values in. So I'd say f of 1, f of 0, f of negative 3, f of 1.2. But down here, I'm telling you what the f of n equals to. So in other words, you're replacing this guy now by 11. And you're saying 11 is 2n minus 7. And this is where you actually have to solve for the n. So add the 7 to both sides, right? Canceling this guy out, leaving you 2n equals to 18. Well, easy peasy from that point on. Divide by 2, and n works out to be 9. And you can double check this. You can go f of 9, and let's see what we get. Go back to the original. The original was 2n minus 7. So this would be 2 times n minus 7. Remember, the n was replaced by 9. 2 times 9, that gives you your 18 minus 7. There gives you your 11, which was your initial value in the first place. So you know you've done it right. Okay? Look at this next question. The next question says, okay, find me when the f of n is negative 6. Again, find me the f of n is negative 6 is 2n minus 7. Again, simple algebra will get you there. Add 7 to both sides. There it is. That cancels this guy out to give you 1 equals to 2n divided by 2, so your n actually works out to be 1/2. All right? So now you see the difference when you have the n and when you don't. All right? So know the difference between those two. That's absolutely critical.